For this video, you're going to learn how to draw the basics of a hand along with shade it using your HB pencil. So you'll need that pencil, your sketchbook, and also the reference image. I'm doing the sign letter hand T for this demonstration. So you can see I have my reference image, the sign letter hand T, my HB pencil, and also my sketchbook. So I'm going to start off by drawing the top of the hand, which is going to be just a general curved line to represent the curved line of the knuckles. I'm going to do an approximate angle of the left and right hand, the sides of my hand, and also a curve for the bottom of the palm. This is the basic form of how you start off any hand. I'm now going to use my pencil to find the angles of the sides of my hand. So I hold my pencil up to my reference image and then I hold it up to the line on the paper, and I'm doing that for all angles. I'm going back and forth from my reference image, checking and making sure I have all of my angles accurate, and then I'm using a little bit heavier pressure, not extremely heavy, a little bit heavier, to solidify those lines. So I'm going around my shape first just to get that general area in, just making sure I have the correct angles of my hand by using my pencil and holding it up to my reference image. You'll do this until you have the basic outside shape of your pencil. Now I'm going to be using a measuring technique to find the proportions of my fingers. I'm putting my pencil so that the end of it is touching the pointer finger and my finger is at the end of the hand. I'm finding that measurement and I'm moving on to my paper, and I'm going to just mark it off using little hatch marks. I'm using very light touch on this so that I don't make big indents onto my paper. Now I'm seeing what else I can use that measuring tool for. It looks like that measurement is about the same size as the finger to the knuckle as it is from finger to the end of the finger, and also from the finger to the end of the thumb. So I am marking that. This doesn't need to be perfect, it's just a way of using the body to measure itself. So I'm making those 3 spaces which are about equal, representing the knuckle of one finger to the end of the hand and then the thumb. So that is blocked in, and now I'm going to find the angle of that finger and I'm going to block that in. I will determine the length later on in this video. I just want to get the general proportions and angles in before I worry about the nitty-gritty details. From this point, I'm going to look at the curves at the end of the knuckle along with the angles using the same measuring techniques that we've previously shown. And I'm just going to be blocking that in with my pencil. Now that I have that first finger in place, I'm going to move on to finding the angle of the thumb. From now on, you really are just going to be using those same techniques over and over again, just for the different fingers. It will look different in every hand style that you choose and every letter that you do for the American Sign Language project. But if you just use these techniques and if you follow the video of the proportions of the hand that was in the earlier presentation, then you should be able to do this easily. But as always, if you need help doing a specific letter, I can't always help you one-on-one and send you a video that might help you out. So at this point, I have a majority of my middle finger blocked in, so I'm going to start to figure out where the ring finger would lie on the palm and onto the hand that I have drawn. So I see that it's a little bit lower. You can see me taking that measurement in. It is the same straight line. It doesn't curve like the middle finger did, but I can see that it is the same measurement that I used in the first place down, and that is also the same. So I can use that measuring technique again using my pencil to find how far down the next finger will be. It's always good to use fingers as a reference point for one another, so I can see that the middle finger is a lot higher up on the palm than the other two. The other two are at about the same angle. The ring finger is slightly lower than the pinky finger, but I believe I draw them basically at the same level. So when you're doing this, you really just want to reference where the fingers lie in relation to one another. So at this point we have our basic hand drawn in. So you're going to go and clean up the lines. I'm erasing those first marks that I drew. We did draw those in lightly, so they should erase pretty easily. I am taking my time in doing this to make sure that I don't erase my baselines that I have drawn. I don't erase the foundation of my hand. If you do not do this step, it might show up when you add shading and value to this, and it will lower the craftsmanship. It'll lower how nice and neat your project ends up looking. So this is a very important step of the entire drawing and shading process.